on the Lakers or more down on OKC?
I'm down on OKC. Lakers had an exceptional game. They were shooting tremendously so, and I'll leave that to Mr. Shea himself to get into with his annoying self. Texted me yesterday while I'm traveling. I mean, oh, my goodness. But here's the deal, y'all. We've been looking at the OKC Thunder, Wendy, and we've been not lamenting, but we've been looking at them and how formidable they are. And we've been talking about their defensive prowess, et cetera, et cetera. And one of the things that Shannon has brought up on several occasions is their youth. And so, to me, we have to think about the psychological effect it could potentially have on this squad. The fact is that when you're the Lakers and you stroll into their house and you don't beat them, you beat their ass. There's a different matter. That's a different matter altogether because we have not seen that happen to OKC all year long. We've seen them lose a game here or there. We've seen them lose in lopsided fashion, whether it be the Milwaukee or the Denver once this year, but we didn't see them get their ass kicked like this. We saw that yesterday.
Yep.
And when you consider the experience of the Los Angeles Lakers combined with the inexperience of the Oklahoma City Thunder, to lose a game like that has me concerned. That's where I'm at, Shannon.
Hey, I ain't high or low on neither one. I told y'all what was going to happen. Wendy, remember we had this conversation about a month ago?
I sure did.
And what did you tell me, Wendy? You looked at me like I had 7 heads. You ain't want to hear anything I had to say. I told you it was going to be Lakers in 5. That's it. That's it. Oh, too many, too much. You see, my grandfather used to say all the time, he'd say, son, when you get into a fight, you don't turn the guy loose. You make him break loose. You make him break loose because you turn him loose, he'll like, yeah, don't hold me back. Make him break loose. That's what we did yesterday. And we got more of that, where that come from on Tuesday night. You thought we were done? We're going to show back up to your house, do a number on you again to let the world know. We're going to put the world on notice. If you haven't noticed, it ain't very many times right now over the last week and a half, our third best player is the GOAT in the NBA. And he's been our third best. Luka, AR, Kobe of the Ozarks, and GOAT James. Boy, y'all in a heap of trouble. Hey, West, NBA, you in a heap of trouble. You in a heap of trouble. I want to hear Wendy explain himself out of this one.
Well, this is actually a terrific point in the schedule because whatever concerns you have about Oklahoma City, because by the way, they got beat on Friday in Houston. They had a bad weekend. This team doesn't lose consecutive games, and now they've lost have a 2-game losing streak. Shea has had back-to-back games below his standard. Okay, just 2 free throws the last 2 games total. None yesterday. That never happens. Okay, so we get to see how Oklahoma City handles this. They don't really have anything on the line with seeding, which the Lakers have everything on the line. So you get to address your concerns, Stephen A. We get to see how they want to send a message, not only to the rest of the league, but to themselves about how they deal with the little adversity and how they may want to give a message to the Lakers, a team they may see in the conference finals. But let's just move on and talk about the Lakers real quick. This was about as great of a Sunday as the Lakers could have in the regular season because they excelled at the 3 things they need to excel at. Number 1, Luka was hitting his shots. We have not seen it that often with the Lakers. He has been shooting in the low 40s. And what the Thunder did in this game, guys, they put their big men out to guard him. They said, this guy hasn't been making any shots. So when they send a screen, we're going to send our big guys out there because we don't think he can hit shots. And he shoved that strategy right back in their face. Hit a bunch of shots early on, totally undercut the Thunder's great defensive strategy. It'll be interesting to see if they adjust in a game that doesn't mean that much to them tomorrow night. Secondly, we know that the Lakers are a completely different team when their role players hit threes. We saw a game last week against Houston where we saw Dorian Finney-Smith and Gabe Vincent hit threes. Then they played the Warriors a couple nights later. They didn't hit. The 2 differences in that game said everything. Guess what? Finney-Smith and Gabe Vincent were awesome yesterday. I think they hit 8 threes combined. And then the big thing to me that involves so much of this whole postseason, are the Lakers going to defend? Because, guys, we've seen the Lakers this year have 10, 15-game stretches where they're great defensively. And we've seen 10, 15-game stretches where they're flat defensively. They were great defensively in this game. I'm going to say one more thing because there's a game coming up in Dallas in a couple of days. I know we're all going to focus on Luka, as we should. But the Mavericks not getting Austin Reeves in that trade is malpractice. Austin Reeves has been, as Shannon alluded to, Austin Reeves has been awesome in this last month, especially in this last week and last couple weeks when LeBron hasn't been great. And the fact that the Mavericks didn't get Austin Reeves in that trade remains insane. And Reeves is just proving it night in and night out. I am not worried about the Thunder. I am very impressed with the Lakers because with the other results in the NBA yesterday, the Lakers are now got a stranglehold on the number 3 seed, which is as good as gold in this playoff.
Well, Wendy, we appreciate your synopsis, but the fact of the matter is you avoided Shannon's questions. Yes, bottom line. You did. You answered. You said a lot.
He would have
said a lot.
No,
you said
I'm not worried about the Thunder against the Lakers. The Thunder
I didn't know you was doing.
Awesome.
Hey, listen, man. I didn't know you was doing that much jogging. I didn't know because you jogged up. I mean, he was all over the place right there.
The last man that talked that long, it didn't have a whole lot to say was Cory Booker. He talked 25 hours. When did he talk?
Because it's not a real conversation.
I'm just saying, Wendy, you didn't do that. Here's the deal. Shannon, I will say this to you. As we look at yesterday's matchup, when you consider the size of the Lakers' primary ball handlers in Luka and LeBron, and the Lakers on-ball screens that caused the Thunder a lot of problems, and then you consider Austin Reeves, who's a legit 6'5", and what he's bringing to the table. If there is one team that is incredibly problematic for the Oklahoma City Thunder, it is the Los Angeles Lakers. And so when you look at it from that standpoint, they've got to have an answer for that because whether it's Caruso, it's Hartenstein, it's Chet Holmgren, it's Jalen Williams, it doesn't matter. When you've got Luka and LeBron playing the way that they played yesterday, obviously I don't think they'll shoot 55% from the field again. I don't think that will happen. I don't think the Lakers will do that again.
What about
but in
15
the end,
to 22 on threes in the first half?
OKC has to show up, though. They have to show up.
Agree.
Because I understand you have all these great defenders, but your best defender, who are you going to put him on? You're going to put him on Luka, AR, or you're going to put him on LeBron? Okay, you put your best defender, let's just say for the sake of argument, you're going to put your best defender on Luka. Okay, who you putting on LeBron? Okay, Lou Dort, Jalen. Okay, your third defender, you put him on AR. You want your third best defender guarding a guy that's giving you 25 and 4. That's what you want? Okay, good luck with that.
Yeah, they got 5 awesome defenders, maybe 6.
Put them all out there on the court with Shea and see what happened. We'll go through them like Sherman went through Atlanta.
Okay, if you say so. Go ahead.
Yeah. You saw that yesterday,
you better start coming up with some rhymes for the Rockets because the assumption that the Lakers are just going to tear off to the conference finals, the Rockets just had an incredible weekend. Are they
did you see what we did to the Rockets? Hold on, did we just not beat the Rockets?
And you got to play them again on Friday. Let's see what happens.
Make that argument, Wendy.
Is this the hill you want to stand on? Is this the hill you want to stand on?
No, I stand on the Thunder Hill. I'm just saying you're giving the Lakers too much credit to just assume they're getting all the way there. They did great. It was awesome, but they got a lot of work to do.
I make no assumptions. I just know what I saw yesterday. You saw that too. Hey,
I've been watching it for 6 months.
Keep taking stuff. I mean, listen, I'll admit, unlike Wendy, I'm going to admit, damn it, I saw you beat the Rockets last week. I saw you beat the Thunder yesterday. I get it. I got you. But I'm going to tell right now, you keep talking. You don't dig yourself that great because I'm telling you that right now. The Lakers, can they continue to do this? And by the way, they're 27th in defensive efficiency. Are they going to get better defensively? Are we going to see that happen? Because, again, yesterday is an aberration. It's just something that OKC should be concerned about. But it was just an aberration. That ain't normal.
You know, in the postseason, the game slow down. Ain't nobody getting up and down. You really want to get in the half-court set with Luka, LeBron, and AR? Is that what you really want? Is that what you're looking for? Is that what you're looking for?
They got one of the best defenses of the last 25 years.
All right.
They're fine with it.
Shannon, don't unload the clip. We'll have more on this a little bit later. But, gentlemen,